In our previous video, we have discussed about the partitioning and bucketing concept in Hive. We also did a small hands-on by creating a Hive table and set up the partition using some column, right? And also we enabled bucketing with more number of buckets. And we have seen how the data is organized, and we did all those hands-on on a client tool called Agility Pro, right? So in this video we will look at how do we do the same exercise on Hive table using Talend ETL tool. So let's get started. I have already created the skeleton of the Talend job in order to save some time. So all I'm doing is in the pre-job I am creating the HDFS connection and also Hive connection. And whenever we perform any Hive operation, it is always preferred that you put your local file into HDFS first. So I'm using a THDFS component here. I'll be loading a sample file from my local directory into this particular HDFS directory, right? These are the file available on my local. Those will be transferred back to HDFS. And in case of any issues with the HDFS put operation, I would want to create some sort of alert and die this particular Talend job, so that you can take care. This is one of the best practice. You can set some message over here, and then once the file is available in HDFS, I would be creating the Hive table using Hive create table, right? Once the table is created, I'll be using Hive load component to load the data into that particular table. So the sequence for this activity should be: first you put the file on THDFS, and then you trigger the Hive create table. Once the table is created, only upon success you trigger Hive load component. Okay, so let's now look at the settings for each of the component now. So the HDFS component put component will have a path for the local directory and then the HDFS directory. You can specify your file mask. If you have a txt file or any other file, you can specify that file mask. You can use wildcard if you have multiple files, right? Otherwise you can directly use the name in order to load that into HDFS. You can even parameterize it using context variables, right? There are several ways. I think we have seen this example in our previous video, so you may want to go back and check if you're not very familiar. So this is the important component. This is where we will be setting up the table that we wanted to work on. So for now I have created customer underscore partition. This is my table name. Okay, action on the table is create table if not exist, and we'll keep the file format as text file. Okay, so in order to so let's quickly take a look at the schema first. So my file has 5 fields. Okay, the last field is called gender in the file. Let me show you that file now. So here is my input file. Let's take a quick look. So it has got ID, first name, last name, email, gender, and there are a couple of extra columns. I'll not be using these columns. So we'll just read the first 4 columns from our Talend job, and I'll be setting gender field as my partition column, and we can ignore the columns that are not required. So I'm skipping this particular part. So coming back to Talend, so we have got so on the first thing is to check the schema, right? When you click on edit schema, this is where you will see the first 4 columns: customer ID, first name, last name, and email. And in order to set the gender field as our partition class, you should not be including in the main schema. Okay, so that should be set under this set partition. So set partition will have the edit schema, and this is where you will specify the gender, right? So this is how you will identify gender as your partition field. Okay, so that is how you set your partition. This is similar to this particular condition here, right? Whenever you create a table manually, right, you specify partition by a particular column. The same thing can be done within Talend using this option, set partition, and then you will have to provide the column name. Okay, so now we are familiar how to create the partitions. Let's look at how do we create the buckets. So if you are to manually create the table, right, you'll be using clustered by and then the column into the number of buckets. So if you were to do it manually, you will do it this way, right? So if you were to do it in Talend, you should go to advanced settings, and then you should be making a check mark on this clustered by, and then provide your cluster column and then the number of buckets. Okay, so this is how you will specify the bucketing. So we have seen how do we create our schema first, and then you set up the partitions, right? And then under advanced settings you can specify the bucketing. So now all the settings are done on the create table. The next thing is to load it, right? We have our file available in this particular folder, and from there we will load it to a table called customer underscore partition, which we just created in our previous component, right? So let me go ahead and save this job. So just to make sure, I'll go back and drop this table, right? So it is connected to Rohan BS underscore com database. Now I have dropped the table. So when I run the Talend job, it should automatically create the table, and partition and bucketing should also be automatically created. Right. In the meantime, we can go back to our so this is where we have HDFS folder. I went to this files view, and that you will get your Hive table folder will be under this root warehouse table space managed. So under that you will have a folder called Hive and then the respective database. So I'm currently in this particular database, right? I think the job is completed. So I see this. Okay, yeah, the Talend job is completed successfully. If you follow this, okay, right, this is completed successfully. I'll go back to this folder. So now we have seen we have used gender field as our partitions, right? So that's why we have male female is coming into picture, and I guess there is a record with the gender as just gender. So that's why the number of partitions have been created, right? And if you get into this partition, you will have another folder, and under that you should be able to see the buckets. So these are the 4 buckets it has created on dynamically, right? So this is how you will create your partitions and bucketing in Talend using create table. So this is one way you can do this in your pre-job, or if the table is already created, you may have to skip this particular step. But this is how you will set these 2 options. Otherwise, you can even create your table directly from the database, and then directly call your Hive load.